It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the Thursday edition of the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. Hope your day is off to a great start so far. Boy, do we have another big show in store for you today, as you can see right here. We'll get into that in just a moment. But first, let me tell you how you can find the show. We are at WNCT.com. Use the download tab and you can watch this or any episode of the show. And actually, you can watch shows that haven't even aired yet. Okay, also, how about Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter? All the usual suspects of social media. And use the hashtag EastDailyDownload. Also, you can find us now at the WNCT mobile app. Download the app at Google Play or the App Store, and you can watch us there. We have a link. Go right there, watch any of the shows anytime, any place you are. That's great. We'd love for you to do that. Also, you can also email us at download@WNCT.com. Okay, as I mentioned, we have a lot of ground to cover today, and let's take a look at what that looks like. We'll have a new real estate roundup about a special project with tiny homes. We take you behind the scenes of the new hit CBS sitcom, The Unicorn. Our behind-the-scenes look of the 9 on Your Side newscast continues when we talk to anchor Ken Watling. And if all that wasn't enough, right now we're going to catch up with WNCT 9 on Your Side and Eastern North Carolina CW anchor Angie Casada as she introduces us to a child looking for a loving home.
Her smile is contagious. She's inspiring, creative, and very unique.
And I just like having fun.
Martise also enjoys art.
Singing, dancing, skating, basically anything creative.
But what stands out about Martise is her willingness to dream big.
I want to be an artist, singer, dancer, maybe a doctor or a veterinarian. But I also want to invent like a lot of things because I can invent stuff from like using old stuff.
One of Martise's biggest dreams is to have a permanent, loving home.
I'm looking for a family that likes to travel, will technically do anything fun, and they have to go to church.
Martise says she needs a strong support system when it comes to her forever family.
They're always going to be there for you. They'll always have your back in certain situations, and like they'll be there to pick you up when you're down and whatever.
I have seen her flourish. Martise is like, the butterfly.
Karma Best has been working with Martise for the past 2 years.
This is a kid, I have very few kids like this, but she desires to have a family in terms of any family. And her thing is it doesn't make a difference what they look like on the outside. She wants a family.
Martise says there's one characteristic that stands out about her.
My energy.
It's that energy she hopes to share.
My energy is like really good, especially like if I'm like really excited about something, because then like there will be no sadness in the house, and then everybody will sit there and be like, "What's wrong with Martise? What's going on? Why is she so excited?" And like they want to know, so then they get excited and everything, and then like when I tell them, they'd be like so amazed.
At 15 years old, Martise's maturity and resilience leads to one thing.
Just to make everyone proud, because I had lost my sister in the 2016, so basically going on 2 years now.
I just can't imagine, being separated from your birth family. And then also, not only you separated, because when you get 18, there's a chance you can see them again. But how she lost her sister while she was in care, how do you move on?
There's this one quote that I like, and I actually thought about it one day, but it goes, it's better to be loved for, it's better to be hated for who you are than to be loved for who you are not.
So many things that's inside of her that hasn't been tapped into.
So basically, for me, it's like be yourself and don't try to change for anyone.
The East's Daily Download is all about you. It's about local stories featuring local businesses. If you or your business would like to be featured, contact the sales team at WNCT. And be sure to watch new episodes weekday mornings at 7 on Eastern North Carolina CW. Watch 9 on Your Side News anywhere, anytime with Live Stream 9.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. Still have a lot to come. We are going to go with the new real estate roundup. We're also going to go behind the scenes of the hit CBS sitcom The Unicorn, show you a little bit about that show. But right now, we want to catch up with WNCT 9 on Your Side anchor Ken Watling in part 4 of our series Behind the Scenes, looking at the making of a newscast, hearing from the anchors and the personalities behind the scenes to how things are made and constructed to bring to you at home. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Ken Watling. I'm an evening news anchor here at WNCT 9 on Your Side. I think the thing I enjoy most about working here is that no 2 days are the same. We are in this community and we want to represent this community and to be able to tell different kinds of stories, whether it's maybe a tough story to tell where someone's gone through some type of horrific situation, or it's other good stories that are impacting people's communities and kind of changing their lives for the better. That's the best part about this job, is just telling the stories of the people of Eastern North Carolina. People and Places started, I would say maybe 5 years ago with another anchor here at the station who's no longer with us, and he ran with it and did such a great job. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little jealous. I'm like, I wanna be the one out there telling those stories. And when he moved on to another position at another station, I went into the boss's office and said, look, I've got to be the person for People and Places. I want to go out there, I want to meet these people and tell these stories. And it's been so much fun going all over Eastern North Carolina and seeing places that maybe I'd heard about, but never really been there to experience, and meeting all kinds of fantastic people and eating some great food. There's so many great stories to tell in Eastern North Carolina, and I get to do that kind of in an upbeat and creative fashion with People and Places. It's like ask me, if I had children, to choose my favorite child. I can't choose a favorite one. There's been so many great ones, whether it's some fantastic family-owned, generation-to-generation-owned restaurants, especially some great barbecue restaurants. There are just intriguing people like a 73-year-old race car driver who goes all over the country to race stock cars, but never got into one until he was 68 years old. That was a great story. There's so many historical places like Tryon Palace and some of the great state parks and national parks around here. So no, I don't have a favorite. Each week I just love going out there and traveling to a different area in the East and trying to capture a little bit of that essence. We ask after every edition of People and Places airs to have the viewers send in some of their ideas, and sometimes we get some great ideas, and honestly, I'd love even more because I know the people out there in these communities know their hometowns better and what makes them unique. So if you have an idea, please send me an email to the newsroom. I want to tell your story in the next People and Places.
The East's Daily Download is all about you. It's about local stories featuring local businesses. If you or your business would like to be featured, contact the sales team at WNCT. And be sure to watch new episodes weekday mornings at 7 on Eastern North Carolina CW.
This season on The Mel Robbins Show. All right, here we go. I'm on a mission to help you get the life you deserve. There are millions of women that feel this way. She's pissed off. Your ex has moved on. You will never get out of debt. When you choose different thoughts, things start to change. This is why I love this show. The Mel Robbins Show, weekdays.
Weekdays at 1 on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Greenville Fire Rescue is promoting fire safety for kids by using different activities and games throughout the month of October. The goal is to help children understand what to do in an emergency and how to stay safe.
During an emergency is not the time to think about, oh no, what am I going to do? If you have a plan ahead of time, then you're more ready for when that happens.
Escape planning and practice is important, and in some cases you may have as little as 1 to 2 minutes to escape safely. And today, children from Cornerstone Daycare in Greenville had the chance to learn some new skills from firefighters.
This would be a great opportunity for the children to embark on something different and get out of the daycare. We have fires a lot, and we want to make sure that our kids are safe.
And these activities help connect kids and firefighters.
A lot of times kids are afraid of firefighters, and I know that we have, like I said, the masks that we wear, so it hides us. We want to make sure that they know that we're there to help them. So it's very important to get that message out there that, yes, like we're your firefighters and they can see us like this in our normal EMS type uniform, but we're also there to help for fire when they see us, to not be scared.
At the different stations, kids were able to learn how to call 911, what a smoke alarm sounds like, and what to do if there's a fire at your house. And children are not the only ones learning about fire safety this month. Greenville Fire Rescue firefighters will also be promoting fire and fall prevention for senior adults and teaching business safety for local daycare staff.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download Thursday morning. Hope your day's off to a great start so far. Quick reminder, you can find us online, WNCT.com, under the Download tab. This or any episode right there for your viewing pleasure. Also, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all the usual suspects when it comes to social media, and use the hashtag East Daily Download. One other cool way you can watch the show is the WNCT mobile app. You can get that from Google Play or the App Store. Download it. Watch the show on the go anywhere you are. We'd love for you to follow us and pay attention and watch the show wherever you are in Eastern North Carolina or anywhere in the world, really. Okay, still to come, we have a new real estate roundup, but right now let's go behind the scenes of the new hit CBS sitcom, The Unicorn, and take a look at what's going on that show. Let's take a look.
Let's speed it up because I gotta get home, okay?
Oh.
All right, let's go, let's go.
So anyway, let's talk about the beginning of my career. I play a fellow by the name of Wade Felton, who is the unicorn.
You are a unicorn.
I'm a what?
A unicorn. You know, that elusive creature that all single women are looking for?
You are a devoted father, you are a devoted husband, and not for nothing, you haven't had sex with anybody besides Jill in like 20 years. So you're factory fresh, buddy.
Story about a widower that is trying to put the pieces of his life back together.
And his friends are starting to think maybe he should get out there and date.
I mean, he hasn't dated since probably, what, the rotary phone? Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like,
dating? I mean, come on, guys. I can't date with everything that I have going on.
Wait, sweetheart, you have nothing going on.
Nothing at all.
You're fully available.
The thing about this group is that we're all very good friends to begin with, so there was no gelling period, it just gelled.
There's a lot of improvisers in the cast. It's a little fast and loose, some silliness that is just spontaneous and cool. You know what? Danielle's not gonna be able to keep her little hands off you.
Oh my God, I'm in here.
Oh, I'm not your dad. Nobody's touching him. He's gross.
Well, it's really a story of our friend Grady, who had the worst tragedy a married guy can have in his life. And it's about a guy like him having to rebuild his life from the ground up.
If everything went away that I knew and felt comfortable with, how would I start over? Would I be prepared to start over?
It's a really big step, guys. I mean, yeah.
You did it. Yay!
No, he didn't. You did it for him.
Taking the first step, which is realizing that she isn't coming back, and then realizing on the advice from his friends that it's time for him to start healing. It will be poignant and meaningful.
If we can make it through this last year, we can make it through anything.
David Bird is an inmate at the Pitt County Detention Center. He says the SHARP program has changed his whole thought process and makes him want to be a better person and father. The Sheriff's Heroin Addiction Recovery Program, also known as SHARP, works with inmates who want to change their lives for the better. Anger management, therapy, and education are just a few focuses of the program. David Bird joined the program in July, and he says it's changed how he thinks.
You know, I was caught in that whole lifestyle, glorified it. This time I don't think about going home and doing something wrong. I know I'm going to go home and do the right thing.
Bird says seeing his friends positively impacted by the program has helped even more. For more information on David's story, head to WNCT.com's online originals page. In Pitt County, Katie Augustine, 9 on your side.
Everything you need at your fingertips. WNCT.com online originals.
Welcome back to Shelby with the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina. We have a very special guest today.
We do. So this is Dory. Some of you might know we raised some money for her thanks to wonderful people like you to have her leg amputated, and she did have to have a second surgery, but she's doing amazing. As everyone can see, she runs. Oh my gosh, she loves to run and play. She loves stuffed toys. She's a really great girl.
It's wonderful seeing her make her progress, and follow along on social media if you haven't already. It's exciting. Good girl, Dory. If you're interested in adopting Dory or any of the other animals at the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina, visit them online at hsecarolina.org.
Let's Craft every Monday on WNCT.com.
Watch 9 on Your Side News anywhere, anytime with Live Stream 9.
A local nonprofit is unlocking the magic of a new home for kids aging out of the foster care system. The promise is to build more tiny homes and change lives with each open door. The idea is that this is the start of up to 85 homes throughout here and have a huge impact on the past of the foster community, often forgotten about, those who have aged out. There are 3 rules in real estate: location, location, location.
Totally different than what I imagined. I was like in my head, I was like, this is going to be so small. I'm not.
But for Carter, a tiny home off of Northeast 50th has given him a location in life.
It's going to help me put me on track to hopefully eventually get my own apartment, help me learn how to provide for myself and be on my own.
Carter is 19 and aged out of foster care at 18.
That day I had to go to their house, pack up, and go to a homeless shelter.
He'll soon be one of the first to move into one of these tiny homes. Pivot, a nonprofit helping homeless youth, has plans for 82 more tiny homes on its campus. Pivot teamed up with several partners to start raising their small community, including student builders with OSU OKC.
They got time to get hands-on training, hands-on experience.
Only one of the homes, the one that's ADA compliant, is larger than 300 square feet. A gathering space in the middle will provide laundry services and act as a storm shelter.
We want to help kids understand how to be a good neighbor, how to take care of their space.
Life lessons built on a foundation never experienced before.
This is a show about real people, real stories, real world advice.
Your tools are saving my family.
It felt like I believed in myself for the first time in a long time.
I want to teach people the power that's locked inside them.
Oh my God.
And unleash it and live the life they've always dreamt of.
Mel Robbins has changed my life, and she does need to be on television.
You've decided to hit the gym and start exercising again. And whether it's because it's a mid-year resolution or just because it's important to keep in mind your safety.
If it's been a while, don't rush back into where you left off. I spoke with Champions Health and Fitness owner Greg Lassiter about understanding the reality of easing back into exercise.
First of all, we encourage people to never stop. Fitness is a lifestyle, and certainly they need to understand that where they stopped is where they stopped, and when they start back, they do need to be realistic and understand that they can't just be right where they used to be.
Part of exercising at a gym is focusing on yourself. Try not to worry about what others are doing around you. All bodies develop at different rates. You do not want to injure yourself or be sore days after trying to outlift or outrun the person next to you at the gym. When in doubt, keep it low, slow, and light. Then as you progress, you will gradually work your way up.
For more on gym safety and exercise tips, head over to WNCT.com under Online Originals in the Featured section. In Greenville, Kelsey O'Donnell, 9 on your side.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. It is National Bologna Day, but no offense to bologna, we wanted to celebrate something a little bit more festive, a birthday. Drake, happy birthday from the East Daily Download. We'll see you tomorrow.
Woo! Happy birthday, Aubrey. Do you love me? Are you riding? So you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, Drake. And I need you. And we're down for you. Happy birthday, Aubrey. October's very own.
That's for you. Get the laugh.
Friday, when we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download, we'll take you behind the scenes of the new season of the hit CBS show Blue Bloods. We wrap up our look behind the scenes of 9 on Your Side News. Anissa will have a very special Fashion Friday, and WNCT 9 on Your Side anchor Shayla Reeves joins us for this week's Let's Craft. So join us on Friday for an all-new The East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina's CW.